1,000 years ago, a conflict here wouldn't affect a family living here. Today, a war in Ukraine means starvation in Yemen. How did we get here? Our global food system is a fragile web of incredible complexity. Ukraine and Russia produce 12% of the world's calories. Ukraine alone provides 16% of the world's corn exports. A nation of 40 million produces food for 400 million. Shortages threaten farms as far away as Brazil and Texas. Feeding ourselves has never been so complex or so fragile. To understand this fragility, we must trace the history of a single grain. This wild grass, teosinte, is the mother of all corn. 10,000 years ago, humans began a grand experiment, artificial selection. Domesticated maize spread through ancient networks of exchange. Societies adapted maize to thrive in countless environments. Maize fueled the rise of great cities and complex civilizations. But complexity brought fragility. Drought could collapse empires. Smaller foraging societies could adapt and survive. Then Europeans arrived. They encountered empires built on maize. The resulting tragedy wiped out up to 95% of the population, yet maize survived. And it was about to transform the world. The Columbian Exchange rewired the planet's ecology and demography. Maize thrived in Africa's interior, sparking a population boom. This boom coincided with the horrors of the transatlantic slave trade. One historian argues, maize is what allowed the slave trade to persist. The plantation economy industrial revolution depended on African. Maize conquered dry, mountainous land unusable for rice or wheat. China's population quadrupled. Maize increased farmland by 60%. Now a failure in one node could affect millions elsewhere. Today, of the top corn producers, 11 are in Africa. We grow over 1 billion tons a year, and demand is rising. Why? Corn is in everything. Food, feed, fuel, and factory products. In the U.S., nearly half our corn goes to feed animals, not people. It powers our cars as biofuel, but at an environmental cost. Our dependence on maize is total. A break anywhere threatens everything. Modern high yields depend on a key ingredient, fertilizer. Sanctions on major exporters are causing a global fertilizer crisis. Farmers worldwide face the new season with fear and soaring costs. Yet maize offers hope. It produces more calories per acre than almost any crop. Science is creating drought-tolerant varieties to combat climate change. But it faces its own threats, evolving pests and diseases. Maize is both a potential savior and a contributor to our crises. Our food system is this legacy, incredibly complex and fragile. The decisions we make about this seed will shape our future. As one anthropologist said, humans grow maize and maize grows humans. Can we build a more resilient system with this ancient partner? Our future depends on the lessons from 10,000 years of history. The thread from a Ukrainian field to a hungry child is tragically short. A single loaf tells the story of our interconnected vulnerability. The architecture of complexity hasn't changed, only scaled up. We selected for yield and uniformity, perhaps at the cost of resilience. Indigenous knowledge created a library of genetic diversity. Modern agriculture favors monoculture. Efficiency but also risk. In a uniform field, a single threat can become an epidemic. Our daily bread is a real-time feat of global logistics. Financial markets now trade in the certainty of our food supply. The farmer's share of the final price keeps shrinking. One future, hyperlocal, controlled environment agriculture. Another future, returning to diverse, regenerative practices. The challenge is clear. More mouths, less predictable resources. Innovation will push the boundaries of where we can grow food. The most powerful solutions may also be the most local. We stand on 10,000 years of history. The next chapter is ours to write. We see our reflection in the abundance we've created. But is it a true image? Like the dandelion, maize's strategy was to use us to spread everywhere. At its heart, it's just a seed, driven by a simple imperative, grow. After all this complexity, it's still just food. And we need it.